Your dog's brain lights up when you speak. Here's what science just discovered. Alternative, what really happens in your dog's mind when you talk to them? It's beautiful. Right now, as you read this, your dog might be listening, not just hearing. Listening. And if you spoke to them in the last few hours, something extraordinary happened inside their brain. Something that scientists are calling one of the deepest bonds in the animal kingdom. What you're about to discover will change the way you say, "Good morning" forever. Every time you talk to your dog, whether you're explaining why dinner's late, asking about their day, or just filling the silence while you make coffee, their brain doesn't just process sound, it lights up like a constellation. Scientists recently placed dogs inside MRI scanners and spoke to them. What they saw stopped them cold. The pattern of brain activity looked nearly identical to a young child hearing their mother's voice for the first time. That's not coincidence. That's 30,000 years of evolution teaching your dog's brain to recognize one sound above all others. Yours. Here's what most people miss. Your dog doesn't hear words the way you think. They hear emotion first. Your tone travels faster than meaning, reaching deep into the parts of their brain that control trust, safety, and belonging. When you say "good boy" with warmth, their brain registers the feeling before the phrase. Studies show they decode your emotional intent 40% faster than the actual words. But here's the beautiful part. When it's your voice specifically, reward centers in their brain release oxytocin, the same bonding hormone that floods a mother when she holds her newborn. A stranger's voice can't touch those places. Only yours can. So every time you speak, you're not making noise. You're lighting a neural pathway that says, "You are home." If you've never thought about this before, don't feel bad. Most dog owners go their whole lives not knowing what's really happening. But now you do, and that changes everything. If you want to keep learning what your dog can't tell you in words, subscribe before this disappears from your feed. Your dog's been waiting for you to understand. Picture this moment, a living room full of people, laughter, music, voices layering over voices. But in all that chaos, your dog hears you. Only you. Scientists call it the cocktail party effect. But that name doesn't capture the magic of what's actually happening. Your dog's brain actively turns down the volume on the entire world just to tune into your voice. Even when 5 people are talking at once, their brain locks onto your pitch, your rhythm, the tiny emotional shifts you don't even know you're making. Why? Because they evolved to survive by reading us. And over thousands of years, their hearing became so precise that they can locate your voice through walls with accuracy down to 3 inches. 3 inches. But here's what might surprise you most. When you speak with emotion, warmth, concern, excitement, it cuts through noise like a lighthouse through fog. Because your dog doesn't just hear frequency, they hear you, the version of you that no one else can be. So, next time you wonder if they understand, remember this. They felt you long before they heard you. Say your dog's name in a whisper. Watch their ears twitch. Say it across a noisy park. Watch their head snap toward you. That's not training. That's recognition. Deep, neural, personal recognition. Researchers found dogs respond faster and more consistently to their own name than any other word in your entire vocabulary, even if it sounds similar. Even if someone else says it. They know the real thing. Why? Because you've said it in every season of their life. At the vet, on the trail, in the kitchen at 6 a.m., during thunderstorms, after long days. Their brain built highways around that sound. Their name, in your voice is their identity. But here's something even more remarkable. Dogs living with other dogs don't just learn their own name. They learn their siblings' names too. So when you say, "Where's Max?" and your other dog looks at Max, that's not luck. That's memory, association, social intelligence wrapped in fur. Your dog isn't just trained, they're connected. And every time you say their name, you're not giving a command. You're saying, "I see you." This is the kind of information most people never learn. They love their dog, but they never understand what's happening beneath the surface. If you skip subscribing now, you might miss the one video that explains why your dog does that thing you've been wondering about for years. Don't let that happen. Click subscribe. Your dog can't ask you to, but I will. You know the one. That high-pitched, goofy voice you use when no one else is around. Who's a good boy? You are. You might feel silly, but to your dog it's everything. Scientists in France discovered something fascinating. Dogs respond powerfully to high-pitched tones, but only when it comes from their owner. When a stranger tries the same voice, almost no reaction. Why? Because your dog doesn't just hear the pitch, they remember how it feels when it comes from you. Over months and years, your silly voice becomes a sound of safety. Their brain links it to meals, belly rubs, morning walks, evenings on the couch. It becomes the soundtrack of love. But it goes deeper than memory. That higher tone taps into ancient bonding circuits in the midbrain, the same ones puppies use to recognize their mother's voice in the den. So every time you speak that way, your dog's brain reads it as family, not attention, not habit, family. So go ahead. Use that silly voice. It's healing in ways science is only beginning to understand. Your dog doesn't just hear you, they feel you. When you speak, your emotions ride on sound waves like invisible passengers, and your dog picks them up instantly. Scientists call it emotional contagion. When you're anxious, your voice shifts in tiny ways you don't notice, but your dog does. Their amygdala, the part of the brain that handles fear and safety, lights up fast. Their heart rate changes. Their breathing mirrors yours. If you're tense, they tense. If you're calm, they soften. Your emotional state becomes theirs. Now here's the beautiful part. When you speak with warmth or joy, their brain releases oxytocin, the same bonding hormone released when a mother holds her baby. Your happy tone becomes medicine, and it lasts. Research shows dogs remember emotional tone longer than they remember the actual words. So if you say, "I love you" with real feeling, they may not know the dictionary definition, but they'll carry the feeling for hours. You speak, they feel, and in their own quiet way, they answer. If you're not subscribed yet, I have to ask, why? Is it because you don't think you'll watch more? Or because you're scrolling too fast to care? Here's the truth. Your dog would subscribe if they could, because every video on this channel is designed to help you understand them better. Don't be the owner who loves their dog but never learns their language. Subscribe now. And if you won't, at least comment below and tell me where you're watching from. Let's see how far this pack reaches. There's something sacred about the first words you say to your dog each morning. After hours apart, even just a night's sleep, your voice hits different. Their brain becomes more sensitive, more open to the sound they've been waiting for. Yours. A study from the University of California found dogs respond up to 63% stronger to your voice after separation. That's why they light up the moment you whisper, "Hey buddy," before you even get out of bed. It's not routine, it's reunion. In the wild, wolves re-establish connection after time apart using vocal signals. It checks safety, restores trust, syncs the pack. And in your home, you are the pack. Your good morning taps into that ancient need to reconnect, to belong, to know they weren't forgotten in the dark. So tomorrow, when your eyes open, say their name softly. Let your voice be the first thing that reminds them. We're still together. Because in those early moments, your dog isn't just awake. They're listening with their whole heart. You call your dog from the kitchen. They're somewhere in the house, out of sight. No sound, no paws tapping, no tail wag. You wonder, did he even hear me? Oh, he heard you. Perfectly. Your dog has 18 muscles in each ear. They rotate like radar dishes. Scientists discovered they can locate your voice through walls with pinpoint accuracy. So when you call and they don't come, it's not because they didn't hear. It's because they chose not to. Just like you sometimes hear someone call your name and pretend you didn't, dogs do the same. It's not disobedience, it's decision-making. You didn't raise a robot. You raised a sentient thinking being. And that choice to respond or not, it's actually part of the relationship. It means they trust you enough to have boundaries, to finish their nap, to stay in the sun a little longer. So next time they don't show up immediately, smile. They heard you. They just decided you could wait. And honestly, that's kind of beautiful. Every time I share something like this, I hear from people who say they wish they'd known sooner. Don't be one of them. Subscribe now so you're always in the loop. Because your dog can't tell you what they need in words. But we can help you hear what they're saying in every tail wag, every sigh, every choice. Join us. It's free. And it might be the best thing you do for your dog this year. You talk while making coffee. You mutter while opening the fridge. You ramble while chopping vegetables. And your dog is watching, listening, absorbing. Something powerful happens in the kitchen. Researchers at Stanford found that dogs form stronger memories during moving conversations than when you're sitting still. That means your voice plus your body movement creates memory glue. This is why words like treat, dinner, and hungry stick faster in the kitchen. They're not just hearing the word, they're feeling the moment, the clink of the bowl, the rustle of the food bag, the rhythm of your voice as you move. All of it becomes one memory, locked deep in their brain. But here's what might surprise you. Scientists believe kitchen talk taps into ancestral pack instincts. In the wild, canines work side by side to secure food. So when you chat while prepping dinner, your dog feels like part of the mission. It's not just food prep, it's cooperation. Next time you say, "Almost ready, buddy," while stirring a pot, know this. To them, it means we're doing this together. And that feeling? That's connection in its purest form. Your dog doesn't need pills to feel better. Sometimes they just need your voice. Scientists at the University of Milan discovered something extraordinary. When owners speak gently to their dogs for just 10 minutes, stress hormones like cortisol drop by more than 50%. Their heart rate slows. Breathing evens out. Their immune system starts to recover. All from the sound of you. But that's not all. During stress or illness, your dog's brain produces theta waves when they hear your calm voice. These are the same brain waves used in human sound healing therapy. Your voice literally helps their brain self-regulate. In trials with anxious dogs, daily voice therapy, just calm talking in a steady rhythm, worked better than medication. No side effects. No chemicals, just connection. So next time your dog is pacing, trembling, or hiding during a storm, sit down, get close, Talk to them like you would a scared friend. Tell them it's okay. Let your tone carry the safety they need, because you're not just soothing them, you're healing them. At night, something changes. The house quiets, lights dim, and your voice becomes something else entirely. Studies show dogs, like their wild ancestors, become more sensitive to sound after dark. Their hearing sharpens by as much as 35% during twilight hours, and the voice they want to hear most is yours. When you speak at night, your tone naturally lowers. Your pace slows. This soft rhythm triggers melatonin, the hormone that helps your dog sleep. Just a few minutes of gentle talking before bed helps their brain ease into rest mode. Dogs who hear calm, loving words in the evening fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. They breathe easier. Their muscles release tension. Why? Because in the wild, the pack only slept when it was safe, and your voice at night tells them, "We're safe now." You don't need a song. You don't need poetry, just a whisper. "Good night, sweetheart." That's enough. Your voice becomes their lullaby, one they wait for, one they trust, one that carries them into the peace of sleep. So tonight, when the world goes quiet, speak softly. They'll remember how it made them feel long after they closed their eyes. Now you know. Every time you speak to your dog, whether it's a silly greeting, a quiet bedtime whisper, or just talking to yourself while you fold laundry, you're building something powerful. You're shaping their brain, easing their body, telling them in a language deeper than words that they are seen, loved, and safe. Your voice doesn't just fill silence, it creates connection. It heals, it teaches, it stays with them. So tomorrow morning, tonight before bed, next week when you're stressed, keep talking. Even if they don't answer the way people do, they already have. With trust, with loyalty, with that soft tail wag that says, "I heard you. I always do." Because your dog may not speak our language, but they've been fluent in you since the day you met. If this video helped you feel closer to your dog, do 2 things. First, subscribe so you never miss another chance to understand the one who loves you most. Second, share this with one person who needs to hear it, because every dog deserves to be understood, and every owner deserves to know just how much their voice really means. Thank you for being here. Your dog is lucky to have you.